Being gay is not a choice, and it is not a learned behavior. There are environmental factors that do play into one's expression and comfortability with sharing their expression of what's inside of them and what they feel and what they prefer. But it is not a choice. And I used to think that it was a choice when I was about 9 years old in 1991. Okay. I learned very quickly after talking to a few people that this is not the truth. One of my friends said, no, I have a gay uncle. Do you realize how horrible his life was? Do you realize the crap that he went through that he could have simply avoided, growing up in the past in history, past few generations, and the ease and the trouble he would have saved himself. And many, many, many millions of gay people could save themselves from persecution, from bullying, from death sometimes, just by deciding not to be gay. Okay? If it were that simple, more people would do it. I think in the face of those types of, issues such as homophobia and, this extreme violence against other people that, they don't like or understand. So that clearly shows it's not a choice. And there's other, scientific reasons that we're really learning that it's definitely not the environment either. It's not, it's more popular nowadays to say, for these MAGA Republicans to say, oh, well, it's a learned behavior. They're being groomed. They're being taught by the Biden administration over the school. And first of all, I'm going to say, if Biden is so pathetic, so senile, and so old that he can't even, be the next president, then how can he have all these Taylor Swift conspiracies with the NFL? How can he be causing people to go gay so successfully? It doesn't, nothing they say matches up. But I want to get into this and stay on topic here. Again, we're going to discuss this a little bit very quickly. And I want you to be open to hopefully looking up some of these studies for yourself. Do your own research. Never just believe face value what people are telling you. But there are studies on twins that show very clearly that there is a genetic component to sexual orientation. And identical twins are more likely to share the same orientation than fraternal twins. So that suggests being gay is not influenced by social or environmental factors, but by biological ones. So there's psychological research as well. It indicates that gender identity and preferences develop very early in childhood, before language, symbolic thought are even a thing in their mind. They haven't even learned how to talk. So how can they be? And, nobody's out there in the preschools, indoctrinating these kids. But how are they showing these preferences at a young age? It means that being gay is not a result of indoctrination. It's a natural expression of oneself. And also scientific analysis reveals that there's not a single gene that determines sexual orientation, but there is a complex interaction of genes, hormones, and brain structure, as well as some environmental factors as well. There's always environmental factors, some, okay? And again, those can go both ways, because if you can teach a kid how to be gay, then you can obviously teach a kid not to be gay, which is really more prevalent and more likely in our society. So unfortunately. And this is why we speak out. This is why we share. This is why we help people, because people are suffering. Gays and transgender kids are dying. You're not pro-life if you do not support them. They have been dehumanized in our society because of fake religion. The Christians these days, it starts with the K. They do not only for KKK, but also for Christos, for the name Yeshua of Jesus was not even have anything to do with Christos. Christos is the Greek word for Christ. So the Greco-Roman, ideas are not the same thing. And Jesus didn't speak out against gay people. There was gay people in Jesus's time. Did he speak out against them? No. Did he speak out against abortion? No. There's instructions in the Bible on how to perform an abortion, yet we've been doing them forever, and yet Jesus still did not speak out against abortions. So really, what Jesus did speak out against is following your spiritual leaders, following your leaders, what you're doing with your actions every day. If you believe something, you need to show that with your whole heart, mind, body, spirit, and all of you. And that is what Jesus says. Not just believe and you will be magically saved and, you're fine and you can act like a greedy asshole, which is again, exactly what he taught against. So check yourself before you wreck this whole country. Thanks.